Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you've all been keeping well. This week I decided to film a whole week of what we were eating for dinner. When I say a whole week, I mean weeknight dinners, so Monday to Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. These ones are really like quite easy to film because they've just slot into everyday life so well. So as you guys know, we try to keep things pretty healthy around here. So really just sticking to whole food ingredients as much as possible, fresh produce, good quality meat, and gluten-free for the most part as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and let's get straight into the video. So for dinner tonight, we are going to be keeping it really hearty and wintry. I'm going to be doing some beef cheeks with some mashed potato and gravy and greens. So it is about a little bit after 1 p.m. and I am going to get started on the beef cheek component because I'm going to slow cook these in our oven. So I have about a kilo of good quality grass-fed beef cheeks. I am going to pop them in a tray with some herbs and some spices, and then I'll show you how we're going to make the gravy as well. So I'm going to put some liquid in here with some bones, and it's going to kind of make its own bone broth stock gravy as it cooks. My little sous chef here, and we're going to get started. Okay, I'm going to get like... So I'm just gonna lay them down in our tray with the fatty side up. And then I have also got a big bag of beef bones. Okay, so I've got our beef cheeks and then I've just popped some bones in around where they'll fit. So the bones are just going to add a little bit of extra oomph to that gravy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this with some water, just so that we have the top of these beef cheeks kind of poking out, and then we're going to do like a herby crust. So I've popped some water in there, and now I'm just going to go in with some herbs and spices. So I've got some garlic, some rosemary, and some ground coriander, and I'm just going to pop that on the top of the beef cheeks. The shaker. Beef cheeks are all in here with their herb crust, water bones. I'm going to pop it into the oven at about 130 degrees for maybe 4 to 5 hours. I'll just be checking on it every now and then to make sure that it's hot enough. A long, slow cook. So while that's cooking, I just like to check it every hour or so, and if it's looking a little bit low tide and that water is evaporated a little too much, I just add in a bit more water and keep going. And as a side to go with our beef cheek in terms of greens, I'm going to be doing some garlicky, buttery green beans. So super simple, just going to be green beans, 2 cloves of garlic, and a butt ton of butter.
Garlic.
Garlic, is this garlic?
Garlic.
Do you like garlic?
Garlic.
Is it yum? Yeah, I like garlic too. Yep. Pick it up. Yep, throw it in. Pew. Okay, I've just pulled the beef cheeks out of the oven. This looks a bit gnarly, but we're going to turn this into a gravy now. It will be good, trust me. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove the beef cheek and throw the bones in the bin, and we're going to pop the brothy sauce into a pot and we're going to make the gravy. So into a little saucepan, and then to thicken the gravy, I am adding in tapioca starch. Alternatively, you could use a potato starch, or cornstarch will probably perform the best. Tapioca's a little bit different, but if you're looking for kind of like a non-corn option, it does still work. So I'm just going to pop that in, give it a really good whisk, and allow that to sit until it thickens.
What's the dragon? Dissolve.
So it is Tuesday night. I had originally planned that the beef cheek from last night would last till today. Even though it was like a kilo of meat, just the way that it was portioned out really only worked for one night plus like a lunch. So tonight I'm gonna do the mashed potato from last night with some broccoli and some sausages. So these are venison and pork sausages. And yeah, just a really simple, easy dinner tonight because I'd thought that last night's would span 2 nights, but did not. Okay, happy Wednesday, guys. I am about to make some dinner. I'm gonna make another easy night tonight. So we're gonna do some grilled salmon with some sweet potato chippies and I think some broccoli or some green beans. I'll have a think about it, but yeah, just keeping tonight really simple and easy. I also try to plan at least 1 to 2 nights a week of some kind of fish dinner, just to make sure that we're getting like a good variety and getting in like some omega-3 and good fats and such. So yeah, tonight is going to be a fish salmon night. So I'm gonna add in some fresh rosemary because fresh herbs just make such a huge difference in all cooking. Some salt, some pepper, and a good amount of butter. We ran out of ghee, so I'm down to using butter, which means that I have to keep heating it in the oven beforehand. Giving that a good toss and then onto some oven trays. The key to chips working is making sure that they're really well spaced out. And then I'm just gonna pop them in the oven and we're ready to roll. Okay, hello. It is Friday. And I am just going to make a little start on dinner. It's a little bit early again, but I am going to be doing a recipe that I haven't tried before by Downshiftology. So this is for a Greek lemon chicken. And to do this recipe, you have to marinate your chicken for about 1 hour to 2 hours before you cook it. So I've got some lovely organic chicken thighs here that are bone in and skin on to make it extra tasty. And I'm gonna get started by just making the marinade and popping that in the fridge before we cook it all up later. So I'm in a little bit of a hurry because Florence is over at her cousin's. I have to get dinner rolling and go pick her up. It sounds like I'm doing something official. It's just down the road at Beck's, literally. So I'm gonna go down and hang out with everybody, but I have to get this going. Yeah, it's like less like picking her up and more just like going to go and hang out at Beck's house. 1/3 cup of olive oil, just making the marinade before I put the chicken in. 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I'm just going to dice up some garlic. Then we're just doing 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, 2 teaspoons of dried thyme, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, and giving that a good mix. Then I'm just popping in our chicken thighs, they're skin on and bone in, and I'm just making sure to coat them really well, getting in there with clean hands. And then I'm just going to pop it into the fridge for 1 to 2 hours to let that marinate before we cook them. Then I'm just gonna pop our chicken into the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes at 180 degrees. So just taking those chicken thighs out of the oven and we're ready to plate up and eat. This was actually a really good recipe. I've been trying out a bunch of new recipes lately, trying to find some new things to add to our repertoire, and I think this one made it across the line. So the recipe is by Downshiftology. Definitely check it out. I'll link her below. And that wraps up this video. And for those of you wondering what happened to Thursday night dinner, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday, we ordered pizza takeaway. So keeping this real life. So I'm on a quest at the moment to really reduce the amount of like takeaway and Uber Eats and stuff that we do. We don't get takeaway really that frequently anyway, but I seem to run into a lot of parts of the week where for whatever reason, maybe something comes up last minute and just dinner doesn't get done. So I am onto that and trying to think of new ways to like have some backup meals and freezer meals and things like that. But yes, on, I think it was Wednesday. I'm editing this a little bit after I've filmed, so I'm trying to remember. I think Wednesday night we ordered pizza because an appointment came up last minute. But yeah, so things got thrown out. We ordered pizza. I thought I should put that in there for anyone that's wondering what happened to the 5th meal of the weeknight. Aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you maybe some little ideas. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And let me know in the comments actually if you enjoyed this video, because these ones, as I said, are like quite easy to make in the sense that they really slot into everyday life. So if you want to see more of this type of content, let me know in the comments below and I'd be really interested to hear from you. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.